Hello guys, I hope am I audible? Hello everybody. Okay, so if you are hit like everyone, and today we are going to do a lot of amazing things with respect to EDA. So Zomato dataset exploratory data analysis, right? So we are going to complete this today. So before we start, please make sure that you download the dataset, hit like, and yes, we will just let me know once you complete downloading the dataset. Just give me a confirmation quickly so that we will be able to start the session, everybody. Just download the dataset and give me a thumbs up so that everybody comes to know. I'm good. Everyone, how are you all? I hope everybody has downloaded the dataset, guys. See, the dataset is already given in the pinned comment. Please, everyone, download it. It's a request. Otherwise, you'll not be able to follow the session. Inside my dataset, I have so many things. I'll just show you. You'll be having files like countrycode.xlx, zomato.csv, file1 JSON, file2 JSON, file3 JSON, file4 JSON, file5 JSON, right? So please download it, keep it ready. Dataset is in the pinned comment. You can see it, or you can also check out in the description. We'll just start in some time. Okay. We'll start at 7 p.m. Till then, please download the dataset. The dataset is given in the pinned comment. Okay. Everybody, quickly, just give me a confirmation. Just hit thumbs up so that I get to know that everybody has downloaded the dataset. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So today the dataset that we are going to use is Zomato dataset. I have found out this particular dataset from Kaggle. I think one guy had uploaded this, so I found this dataset quite amazing. The reason why I'm telling you, because you'll come to know like what all things you know we will be doing in this. Okay. Okay. Then open a new notebook file. We'll initially start with notebook and then we'll slowly understand. As usual, first of all, download the dataset. I'm also going to give the dataset link over here so that people will be able to get this entire thing. I'm going to put a comment over here regarding the dataset. And every day we will be taking some different data set altogether to do some amazing work. Okay. It's about EDA. Today is about EDA. We will try to perform some EDA, exploratory data analysis, and all these materials will be shared. I hope everybody has seen my website also. It is krishnayak.in. Okay. And all those things you will be able to see. So I put this entire link over here, GitHub link. So you can download the dataset from here also. You can download it from the pinned comment. Okay. So let's go. First of all, I'm just going to import some basic libraries. Import pandas as PD. Import numpy as np. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and one more library that I'm going to use is something called as cborn. Okay, and finally we will be using matplotlib inline so that the images or any visualization gets displayed here itself. Okay, so these are all the libraries that we are probably going to use. I'll keep it restricted to all these things and understand the main thing. The main thing is that whenever you are performing EDA, that is exploratory data analysis, you really need to think about the data, what the data is basically seeing or telling you, right? That is most important. So whenever you have a specific data set, even though if you don't have much domain knowledge, some basic information definitely you'll be able to capture it. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is that till now we have actually imported all the libraries. uh, I hope everybody is ready with it. Now let's go ahead and first of all let's download the dataset from here. So here you can see that there is a dataset called as zomato.csv, countrycode.xlx, and there are multiple JSON file. Now why this JSON file was given, guys? Because this JSON file is in the form of this JSON format. Okay, this format has been converted already into zomato.csv. Okay, now, how it has been converted, you really need to write a Python script to convert this. We will not see this right now, but in the later stages, I will also show you how we can convert this JSON file into zomato.csv. Okay, so that part we will do it in the later stages in the upcoming classes. But today we have one XLSX file, one CSV file. We'll try to combine this file also. We'll try to see what all information you have in this specific file. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, as usual, I'll just write df, my data set, and I'll write pd dot read underscore csv, pd dot read underscore csv, and I will read the data set, which is zomato dot csv. Please write all the code along with me. Okay. Okay, please write all the code along with me so that you'll also be able to understand. Now, when you are actually importing the zomato.csv, the other thing that you need to see is over here is that if I just execute it like this, okay, so here I will be getting some errors. Okay, it says that UTF-8 codec can't decode byte 0xed in position 7074 7044. Whenever you get this kind of error, always remember that you have to use some kind of encoding format. Okay, now in this case, what encoding you will be using? If you probably go and see in read underscore csv and press shift tab, here you will be able to see a lot of options. Okay, so one options I'll see over here, encoding somewhere it will be, or you can see the parameters. You can search the parameters over here with respect to encoding. What you need to put over there, you can play with 3 to 4 different values, but understand you need to have UTF-8 encoding. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use an encoding. And remember, this encoding I did not understand, I did not use directly in the first instance, but I used after exploring some of the things over here with respect to the kind of error. So encoding here, I'm going to use Latin -1. Okay, you have different encodings again, UTF-8 encoding. You can just check out the documentation over there and you can basically check it out. Okay, so I'm just going to use Latin 1, and then I'm going to basically say df.head. Now, if you go and see over here, these are all my data sets that are available over here. It's a huge data set with respect to the number of columns, but understand this is how we read the data set over here. Okay, and with respect to this, you can check it out, all the features and all. But now, one thing that we have done is that we have imported all the data set over here inside my df. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the next step now. I hope everybody is done till downloading the data sets over here and probably reading it over here itself. Sky Blue says, how to know which encoding to use? Can we use Latin 1 always? No, it need not be. Latin 1 is suitable for this CSV file. If you go and open this CSV file over here, you will be able to see from here it is not there. It is already saying that it is not UTF-8 encoded, right? During this particular case, sometime UTF-8 encodings also can be used, Latin 1 can be also used. Okay. So this is my data set over here that is present. Now the next step, what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to see what all columns I have inside my data set. So now this is in the basic EDA part. Okay. Basic EDA part. So over here you have restaurant ID, restaurant name, country code, city, address, locality, verbose, longitude, latitude, cuisines, average cost for two, currency, and many more features are actually present over here. Okay. See guys, anytime if you find out any problems, see, like I'll basically say that, okay, pandas documentation. Okay. Just go and search for pandas documentation. Anytime you have any kind of queries with respect to what encoding you have to run and all, you can just directly search for it. You can search from here. Okay. When you search from here, anyhow, anywhere you will be able to see it. Why encoding is used, why UTF-8 is used. So from here you have to explore it. Okay. We will not be wasting much time over here. It's all about exploring, right? Over here you can see encoding as none, right? Why it is basically used. Just click on this, try to understand that specific keyword. Okay. So this is how you actually learn. Okay. Now the next thing over here, let's go ahead and let's see one more way of understanding about the data set is like df.info. If you write df.info, here you will be able to see what all columns are there, whether this column is non-null or null, whether it is what is the data type of this. Here you can see int 64, int 64, int 64, int 64 basically means that int 64 is specifically for integer variables, right? Whenever you see objects, okay, whenever you see objects in pandas in data frame, object basically means strings. Object basically means strings. It can also mean like it is maybe a categorical variable, it may be a text variable, it can be anything over here. Okay. So here you can basically see all those things. You also have float, you have objects. Wherever objects is there, just consider that it may be a categorical variable, it may be an integer variable, it may be a text data. Okay. So this is the basic information that you can basically get from df.info. Okay. Initially always you do this, you try to find out what are the columns, try to find out what are the important information about the columns with respect to the data type. Okay. Now coming to the next step. Now let's see what we can further do. What actual information we can actually come up with this. There is also an inbuilt keyword which is called as describe. Now if many people have attended my statistics sessions, how many of you have attended my statistics session? How many of you have attended my statistics session? Over there we have discussed about mean, standard deviation, minimum, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 max, and these all values we were using to actually use it as a 5-number summary. Okay. And with the help of that 5-number summary, what we were doing is that we were basically creating a box plot, right? So this is a basic inbuilt function which is called a describe, which will actually help you to find out all this specific information. Now one key important information from this is that here you will be able to see that all the features that are basically taken inside this describe function, right, these are only integer features. You will not be able to find out any categorical features, any text features, any object features over there. Okay. So here definitely see with respect to any feature that you see, restaurant ID, if I go and see restaurant ID, it is int 64. If I go and see country code, it is basically int 64. If I go ahead with longitude, it is always float or int 64. See over here, longitude, latitude, float 64, right? So all these values that you are actually able to see over here, this is completely based on your integer variables, because whatever thing you are doing like count, mean, standard deviation, mean, you have to basically find it out in the integer and numerical variables. Okay. So I hope everybody has got with respect to df.describe. Okay. So guys, I see 844 people joined. Please hit like. Let's make it to 500, and yes, let's keep that momentum going on. Okay. Now here you have actually done df.describe. Okay. Now I'll just give you a basic information in data analysis. In data analysis, what all things we do. Okay. The first thing that I would like to find out is that we'll try to find out missing values. First of all, always it is very much important. In our data set, do we have missing values? The second thing that we may probably do, check, explore about the numerical variables. Okay. Third, I would like to definitely explore about categorical variables. Okay. These are some basic things because I need to know that how many categories are there, how many numerical variables are there. The fourth major thing that we probably do is that finding relationship. Finding relationship between features. So all these things, when I say finding relationship between features, it's like many things. Okay. Today I will be showing you 10 to 15 things that we can come up with this entire features over here. Okay. What all features this specifically will do, what all it will not do. Okay. We will just try to find it out in a very easy way. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's try to understand the next step over here. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to find out what are the missing values. In order to find out the missing values, you can basically write df dot is null dot sum. So if I go and search over here, you will be able to see that with respect to every feature, it is just saying that how many features are basically having null values. So here you can see that 0 is there, 0 is there, 0 is there. What about duplicates? I'll talk about duplicates also. Don't worry. Okay. So here you can see in city 0 is there, address 0 is there, locality 0 is there, locality verbose 0 is there, longitude, latitude 0 is there. But in cosines, you can see that there are 9 missing values. Okay. Remaining all you have 0 missing values. Okay. So from this, today I've just taken the first day. So that many missing values you're not seeing, but tomorrow you'll be seeing in one of the project. I'll be showing you where I'll also perform feature engineering. There you'll be able to see a lot of missing values. Okay. So here in cosines, you can see that there are 9 missing values. Okay. So if you want to do anything with respect to the missing values, you basically have to work on this specific feature. Now, if you have this specific missing values, now can I find out any relationship with respect to cosines with any other target variables or any other independent features? Okay, that we will try to do. But right now you have got this specific information that many number of missing values are there. Now this is one way. In another way, I will just write a simple code which will actually tell me all the informations, all the features that has missing values over here. So what I can basically do, I'll say that features for features. See this code. Okay, this code is little bit, you'll not, I'll say okay, little bit complicated, but just with normal understanding you'll be able to understand it. So I'll write df dot columns. Okay, I want to check which all variables has missing values. This is also simple. This is also simple, right? This way also we can do. Okay, so I'm saying that for every features in df dot column, go and check if df of columns which is represented by feature dot is null dot sum is greater than 1. Now see this is a very simple query, guys, because this kind of queries you definitely see a lot in EDA. Okay, it can also be done by heat map. I'll also show you with the help of heat map also, don't worry. You'll be seeing with respect to heat map also. So it's very good with respect to heat map. First of all, I'll show you in different queries. Okay, so this is basically a list comprehension. Okay, so here what I'm saying is that features for features in df.columns, that basically means we are using this temporary variable called as features, which will iterate through df.columns, and then I will say that if that specific feature is null or dot sum is greater than 1. I should not write greater than 1, but instead I can write greater than 0 also. Okay, greater than 0. So if I go and execute it, here you can see that I'm having cosines. Okay, So definitely I'm able to get what is the specific thing with respect to this, that I'm able to see the null values. Okay, please write down this code, then I'll probably show you with the help of heat map. And just let me know once you have finished writing this code. Okay, I'll wait because today is the first day, so I'll go a little bit slow today, but later on I will go a little bit fast. Okay, in the next one I will try to show you with the help of heat map, which will be quite fun. Okay, different ways we'll try to see, and we'll try to come up with it. Just let me know. Okay, done. Everybody has written. People are scaring to scroll up. I did not write much line of code. Over here is null dot sum. Here I have basically written this. Okay. Now let's go to the next step with respect to with respect to heat map. Can we plot something? Okay. So for heat map, I will basically be using sns dot heat map. Okay, and here I'll basically put the condition which says that okay, df dot is null. Okay, and here I will say that in y, because my second parameter is y tick labels. If I go and press shift tab over here, always try to see this features. Okay, and with respect to this particular feature, what are I'm actually using? X tick label is there, y tick label is there. Right now I don't want to show much things in y, so I'll just keep it as false because I'm focusing only on df with respect to that. Okay, then I can also use c bar. It is also another feature over there. You can understand by just seeing the documentation what all things it can do. And then I will use a c map, and inside this c map I can use anyone. I'll basically search for it. Let's see c map over here. You can see okay, here more options is not visible. You can go to the cbond documentation page and basically take out that specific information. Okay, so here I'm going to use a cmap which is called as varieties. Beautiful way the entire diagram will get constructed. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's try to see this. So here obviously I'm not able to see that 9 records because the reason is that can anybody tell me why I'm not able to see that 9 records? Because it may be somewhere, probably I'll not be able to see that. Probably in this specific thing I should have that, right? Let's see. Some cosines has 9. Okay, the total number of, let's say total number of df dot, they are around 9551 rows. Okay, so because of that it is not getting visible over here. Very small number of nan values, so that is the reason we cannot see it. But if there are many, you can definitely check it out. Okay, so don't worry if that is not coming over here. Okay, so the thing is that just understand that the values are very less. Because of that it is not being able to come, but it's okay. But here you have specifically found out that there are 9 records which are having null values. Perfect. So we have understood about the missing values and we have seen that. Now I have already told you that there is another data set which is called as country code. Now let's try to see that what this data set basically has. So I'm going to write df dot underscore country, and I'm going to say pd dot read underscore csv, and I'm going to use country codes, country codes dot xls. Okay, and then I'm going to basically write df dot country dot head. It is giving me an error. Let's see what is the error. Okay, here also some problems with respect to invalid continuation byte. Okay, I cannot use read underscore csv. I have to use read underscore excel because it is an excel file. Otherwise again you have to use that same encoding things to make it work. Okay, so How to deal with missing values, that I will try to show you in feature engineering. Okay, there are various ways to basically find out how to find out the missing values. Okay, so here you have this one, country code XLS. So what you have over here, see, country code, country. Okay, two features. If I go and probably see my df.columns, do we have country code over here? See, we have country code over here. Okay, okay, we have the country code over here. Here also country code are there. Can we combine these two data frames? Can we combine these two data frames? Quickly tell me. Can we combine these two data frames, and how should I join? How should I combine? Let me do one thing. Probably this graph can be shown a little bit more bigger, but I'll put that settings later on. Okay. Just tell me, can we combine this df underscore country along with df with this country code or not? And how probably we will try to combine. Right? We can combine, right? So in order to combine, what we have to do? So what we will do in order to combine, what simple thing that we can basically use with respect to combine, if you have know about pandas, we will be using pd.merge. So merge is a function which will actually help us to combine. In the left I will give my another data set, in the right I can give another data set. So here I'll give df, and here I'll give df underscore country. Okay, but let's see another feature. So there will be one feature which will basically say on. This on basically says that on which feature you are basically going to combine that two tables. Okay. So here I'm just going to say on is equal to, and I'm going to copy this country code. I'm going to copy this country code. So here I've copied this country code, and then it will basically be left as how. And here there is also one more keyword which is called as how. This how will basically specify whether you have to focus on left table or right table. Okay, so here probably somewhere you'll be able to see this is how, whether you want a left join, a right join, or an inner join. But right now I want to really focus on my left hand side of table, which is df, because this has the entire data set. In the right hand side I just have one additional column, that is country name. So in order to combine it, what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to focus on left. So here is my left, and once you see this, you will be able to see that I will be able to get all the records, and somewhere you'll also be able to see country. See, in the last thing, country is getting added. Okay, I will just save this in my final data frame, which is called as final underscore df. Right? So this is my final underscore df, and now if you go and probably see final underscore df dot head, and if you check the first two records, you will be able to find out everything. Okay, so everybody clear till here? Everybody clear till here? If you are clear, please hit like. Please hit like, and just let me know whether it is clear or not. CS Sandhu, if you want to use concat, use it. With respect to this, different uh, parameters you have to use it over there. See, anything that you want to do it. Okay, here I'm just going to give you a roadmap how you have to do things, right? Whatever things you want to try, definitely try it out. Okay. So finally, final underscore df is my entire data set. Still I have not gone inside my data set, and you can do whatever things you want, definitely. Now let's go ahead inside the data set and try to explore what all things we have. Okay, so till then, hit like, keep on motivating me, then only I'll be able to teach well. Okay, finally let's go here. There is also another way to check data types. If you want to check data types, you just have to write something like this, final underscore df dot d types. So there is also D types, which will actually help you to just get the data types information. So just use .d types and there you will be able to see the entire data types. Okay. This on is basically used to match on which column you are basically going to combine. Just like how you do left join, right join on a specific column. If you have seen my SQL of my videos, I have already uploaded those. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next step now. Next steps, let's try to do something amazing. And now let's try to explore something from the data set. Okay. Now, understand one thing is that if I go and see this data, okay, there are features like, okay, let's open this. Let's open this final underscore df dot columns. Here you'll be able to see there are features like country code, city, address, locality, verbose, longitude, latitude, cuisines, average cost for two currency, this are there. Let's pick up something. Okay, let's pick up probably, let's see that I just want to find out something. Okay, and mainly understand whatever things I will do right now, I will make sure that I'll write observations for those. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do over here is that let's say that I'm going to use something like this final underscore df dot country dot value underscore counts. Now what I'm actually doing over here, guys, just tell me what I'm actually doing over here. I'm just trying to find out how many different countries are there, and with respect to this particular countries, so in this records, right, with respect to a specific countries, how many records are there. So in India you will be able to see 8652 records. In United States you'll be able to see 434, United Kingdom 80, 60, 60, 60, 60. So from this, what kind of observation do you feel that you can come up with? Can you say that Zomato is mostly available in India itself? Obviously, in USA, they just have a website which they will recommend some kind of restaurants. But just understand one thing over here is that in India, the main base of Zomato is there. So, maximum number of transactions that may probably be happening is in India, right? I hope everybody is able to understand, right? So from this information you are able to get. Now, if I write dot index, now with respect to the dot index, you'll be able to see I'm able to get all the countries name with respect to that specific records. Okay. So let me just save this probably in a variable which is like country names. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. Everything will make understand completely. After this, I'm going to plot some pie chart. Okay. I'm going to plot some chart. Now, similarly, if I use the same thing and if I execute it with dot index, you will be able to see that I'm getting this country names. Okay. But with dot value counts, I will also be able to get dot value counts. I'll be able to get, sorry, countries dot, sorry, value counts dot value dot values on numpy array. I think it is dot value. Let's see. Dot val values. Okay. So with respect to dot values, I'm actually getting all the number of records for that particular country name. Now this too I have. The reason why I'm doing this here is that because I'm going to create some pie chart. Now how do you create a pie chart? So you use plot.py, and with respect to this, you use plot.py, and with respect to this, you can actually put out all your variables. So I'm going to press shift tab. I need to have my x variable. If I am actually putting plot pie chart over here, I definitely have to use this. Now over here in the x value, I will try to use my names or values, whatever things you want. Let's say that I want to use my values. So here I will store this as my country values. Okay. So I'm going to put this entirely over here in the x-axis because I want to see in the pie chart which country has the maximum transactions or maximum online orders or maximum kind of orders over here. So I'm going to use this as my x-axis. So this is my x-axis in plot.py. So here, if you expand it, here you will be able to see it. And then you have labels. This is important. Okay. Labels is basically to give the labels on top of it. So I'm just going to use labels is equal to, I'm going to assign this value to something like country names. Okay, country names. So these two things are there. Now if I execute it, here you will be able to see that I'm getting a plot. Now this plot looks really bad, because obviously the percentage of the information spread towards the different countries is very less. So it is like jumbled up completely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to say which are the top 5 countries, or top 3 countries. Okay, so top 3 countries that uses Zomato, that is based on your transaction, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to use :3. Here also I'm going to use :3. Okay, :3. So that basically says from entire all the values over here, I'm just going to take the top 3 values at top 3 countries, and I'm going to just display. Now it looks good. Now which is the top 3 countries that is basically using India, United States, and United Kingdom, right? So I hope you are able to understand over here with respect to the pie chart, like how is my data distributed, and over here definitely with respect to Zomato, the base company is in India. So obviously you can come to a conclusion that maximum number of transactions will happen in India itself. Okay. Now one more thing that I probably want to add is something called as percentage, because I need to see some percentage also, right? That would be pretty much amazing, right? So what I'm actually going to do over here, there will be a parameter which is called as percentage also. And that parameter is something called an auto percentage. So I'll use this auto percentage, and I'm going to use one property. If I want to see one property over here, what will I assign to this? You can assign one format, and that format I can basically write something like this. This basically says that after this, after the decimal, 2 values will be mentioned when it is getting converted into percentage. So I'm just going to remove this double quotes, and this will definitely work. Okay. Then play with it. If I remove this 2, what will happen? Okay. If I remove this, if I remove F, what will happen? Just try to play with it. Now, if I execute it, here you can see now 94.39 percentage is basically the orders are from India, 4.73 transaction is from United States, 0.87 is from United Kingdom. So here you need to write your observation. Now tell me, suggest me what observation should I write over here? What observation should I write over here, guys? Come on, tell me. Anything that you see with respect to the observation, right? Any observation? Tell me from this diagram what kind of observation that you can see. You just need to add this particular property to get the percentage values. Tell me what is the observation that you will write quickly, guys. Come on. Right? Zomato maximum records or transactions are from India. Okay? And then after that, USA, and then United Kingdoms. You have to write your observation in your own words. Here I have just written something, but just try to write. Okay. So here Zomato maximum records the transaction are from India, after that USA, and then United States. United Kingdom, sorry. So this is my first observation that I have been able to take from this pie chart. Okay. Major business is happening in India, you can say, and all. A lot of things can come. Okay. Everybody is clear with this. I hope it's very simple till here. Okay. Great. I hope you're getting it. Great. Now, Let's go with respect to the next one, that is numerical variables. How do we identify how many numerical variables are there? Okay, how many numerical variables are, or forget about numerical variable, let's do some exact relationship. Numerical variables we can check it in later stages, but I want to really do more observation things, more relationships things, so that I will be able to see something. Okay, now if I go and write final underscore df dot columns, if I execute this, here you can see some amazing features which is called as aggregating rating, because I want to also see with respect to the rating from which country more rating is actually coming. And I want to see this data which is called as rating color, rating text and all. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I'll just write a small query, final underscore df dot group by. I'm going to use a group by operation. And with respect to a group by operation, here I'm going to use features which is called as aggregate rating. Okay. Aggregate rating, and then I will also use rating color. See this, everybody, rating color. I'm going very slowly, guys, very slowly. I think you can write it down. I'm writing each and every line of code. Rating color, and then I'm also going to use rating text. Okay. Rating text. So I'm basically going to group by this three main features, and after this I'm also going to do one thing. So if I group by this and probably execute, I'll be getting an error. Let's see what is the error. Rating text, so it should be rating small t. Okay, so if I execute here, you can see that it is now a data frame group by object. Now if I write dot size, so if I execute this dot size, here you will be able to see all the values like white, not rated, this are there, and similarly good, very good. See over here, one thing you can see that when the rating color is white, that basically means your aggregate rating is 0.0. If your rating is red, then it is basically showing 1.8. 1.9 is also red, 2.0 is also red, 2.1 is also red, like this 2.4 is also red. So all these are red. Red basically means it is poor. Okay, it is poor. So these ratings are poor. With respect to this aggregate rating, you can see that it is poor. If I go with respect to the next one, which is in orange color, here you can see that these are my all average ratings. Okay, from 2.5 to 3.4. Then you have from 3.5 to 3.9. That is another rating over here. Here you can also see that these are good, right? So it is displayed in yellow color, or the text is written in yellow color. That like the rating colors are there. And then from 4.0 to 4.9, we have very good and excellent. Okay, so this information I know, I have actually able to find it out. So I'll also can write my I'll try to write my own observation over here. Now what I'm actually going to do over here is that after I do this, I'll convert this into data frame. Now in order to convert this into data frame, what I will do is that I will just write reset underscore index. Okay, and this is an invalid error. The reason it is an invalid error, because I have to continue over here. Okay, reset underscore index. Okay, and then I'm basically going to just say that rename, or if I just execute this, let's see what I'll get. So here you can see that I'm getting this particular things, and this is my 0 value. Since I've done group by, with respect to 0.0 ratings, I have 2148 records. Okay, 2148 records. Then with respect to 1.8, I have 1 record. 1.9, 2 records. 2.0, 7 records. Over here 0 is coming, so instead of this 0, I'll try to rename it a different column. Okay, so here I'm just going to use after reset index dot rename, and here I'm going to basically use columns is equal to, and I'm going to name it to 0 colon, let's say I'm using rating count. Now let's do one thing. Okay, now see what I've done. After doing reset index, I'm using rename function, and I'm saying wherever the columns is 0, change it to rating count. So once I execute this, you can see that I'm getting one error because I have not closed it. I will close it now. So here I've closed it, and here with this. And now here you can see that I'm actually able to see this. Everybody, you just write down this code. I know many people will get stuck over here. Okay. Now we'll do multiple things with respect to this. So what are the important information that I'm actually able to get from here? Okay, let's see. Are they correlated? We'll try to find out. Don't worry. Right now, I've still not gone into correlation. Those are some inbuilt, directly you're using inbuilt. I don't want to go into inbuilt right now. Okay. Now over here, main features, everybody has written this. Final underscore df dot group by, aggregate rating, rating color, rating text, dot size, dot reset index, dot rename, columns you're renaming from 0 to rating count. So here you can see that aggregate rating is there, rating color is there, rating text is there, rating count is there. So all these informations you have with yourself, right? All this amazing information you have over here. Now let's go to the next step. Now what I'm actually going to do over here is that I have my rating count information. Okay. Reset index basically means it will just reset this index. This index. By default, whatever index is coming, you have to reset that. Okay. So I hope everybody has done this. Now I will just save this in a variable. This variable will play a very important role, guys, now. So I'm giving you another 1 minute. Please write it down. So ratings is equal to this one. df final underscore df dot. Guys, please write it down. If anybody is not written down, then again I'm going to share it to you here. Please write down this particular code because it will be very much important. Right? Right? Okay. Now I have all these things. If you go and see ratings, so here you have all the values: average rating, rating color, rating text, and rating count. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and let's plot some amazing, beautiful diagrams. Now I want to really find out this all relationship with respect to different countries. Okay. With respect to different problem statements, with respect to this, how as a data analyst, data scientist, you have to think, okay, this is my data set. Okay, probably what type of visualization I can draw from this, because I want to do some kind of EDA. Okay, what kind of things I can do from this? Just by seeing the data, I can definitely come up with one conclusion, is that around 2148 ratings have zero rating. Okay, maximum number of people have actually given zero ratings. That basically means they have not rated the app or the entire Zomato app itself, right? So here what we are focusing on, we are trying to understand, okay, maximum number of ratings. Zero basically means person has not given any ratings, right? So here you can see rating text is not rated, right? People who are giving ratings, you can see poor, average, good. Along with that, colors are also given. So can we plot this in an amazing way so that we can understand in a visualized way also? Okay. So let's go ahead. From this, I can come up with conclusions. Again, I'll write conclusions. Conclusions is very much important. Observations, I can also say observation. So this is my observation from this data set. The first observation is that whenever the rating is from 4 to 4.9, or let's say from 4.9 to 4.5 to 4.9. So here I'm going to write the observation: when rating is between 4.5 to 4.9, this indicates, what does it indicate? It indicates that it is excellent. Probably the food that was delivered was basically excellent. Second thing that we can come up with this observation is that here you can see that from 3.5 to 3.9, when the rating when ratings are between 3.5 to 3.9. Here you can basically say that it is very good. I hope 3.9 only, right? No, 4.0 to 4.5. Extremely sorry, I missed that. 4.0 to 4.4. The ratings are very good. The third thing that I can come up with this is that if the rating is between 3.5 to 3.9, here the rating is good. So this is my observation because I can definitely see from the data, right? And remaining all, please go ahead and write it down. Okay. So another observation from 2.5 to 2.9, it is average. So I'm just going to copy this. 2.5 to 3.0 or 2.9. No, wait. Average. 3.0 to 3.4 is average. So 3.0 to 3.4 is average. So this is my next observation. And fifth, I will go ahead and write when the rating, sixth, I'm going to write when the rating is between 2.5 to 2.9, and it is 2.0 to 2.4, right? So 2.9, how much it is? Average. Again, this is also average. 2.0 to 2.4 is poor, right? So these are some of my observations. Just complete down all the observations that you can find out from this. And one more thing that you can see, that 0 rating has been given by many of the people, right? So these are all my observations with respect to this. But if I'm writing observation, it is better that we also draw some kind of diagrams. Now here I'm going to basically draw a diagram. So this is my ratings. Okay. So here I'm going to use aggregate rating. Let's say that this is my rating dot head. So here I have aggregate rating color, rating text, rating count. Okay. So I'm going to use now Seaborn bar plot. Let's see, can we visualize with the help of bar plot something in this? So here I'm basically going to use in bar plot, always understand what all features you have. So here you have X, Y, Hui, data, order, Hui order, everything is there. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a simple bar plot. So here in the X axis, I'm going to basically use aggregate rating. So I'm going to use aggregate rating. In the Y, I'm basically going to use rating count. Let's say that I'm going to see the relationship between aggregate rating and rating count. Okay. See, this is my aggregate rating and this is my rating count. I want to basically draw a bar plot and basically check how the graphs look like. Okay. So the third parameter here, I'm going to basically use data is equal to ratings. So once I write this and execute it, here you can basically check out how beautiful it looks. Now the diagram looks smaller. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to put one simple settings to increase the diagram so that you'll be able to see it in a better way. Okay. And that settings is basically there in the matplotlib. So I'm going to use something like this. And there is another setting which is called as matplotlib.rc params figure.figure size. Here you can give with respect to width and height. I'm now giving 12.6. So here matplotlib, okay, import matplotlib. I'm just going to write it down. Okay. So now here you can see the diagram looks quite bigger. Now if I probably go and execute the heat map over here again, let's see whether it will change or not. So now you can see this values, right? The missing values. Once I made the diagram a little bit bigger, you can see this. I've done it. Now what is this missing code that we have missed with respect to increasing the figure size? Just write matplotlib.rc params. So with respect to any parameter that you want to change, you can basically use this. Here I have set it to 12,6. Okay. Now once you see this diagram, from this diagram you can definitely find out a lot of information. This diagram looks super cool. 0 rating is more than 2000 over here. Then you can see 2.2, 2.3, 2.9. complete. It looks like a Gaussian curve, right? Whenever you have a Gaussian curve, you get a good sense of feeling. Yes. Mm. Right. Mm. No one rated 5. Yes. Good diagram, guys. Yes. Mm. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Over here, you can see that rating color is also there. So it is always a good way that we should also color this aggregate rating with the help of colors that is given over here. Okay. So this is the code. Everybody write it down. X aggregate ratings, Y rating count. Okay, okay. Write down the code. I'm seeing. Scroll up a little. Okay. Everybody write down the code quickly and hit like. Till then, people who have not hit like, please hit like. How is the session going on, guys? Till now? Yes, Jupyter Notebook, everything will get shared. Don't worry. I want you all to write. Okay. Plotly and all we'll see later on. Okay. Now, as I said, okay, I have this coloring text, rating color. I have this white, red, and all. Should we use this colors over here also and probably try to get in the form of colors and then try to see it? So that also we'll try to do it. Okay. So to get the colors, what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to copy the same thing entirely. Okay. There is one more parameter which is called as hui. So if I write hui is equal to rating color. If I write this and execute it, you will be able to see over here, orange color, green color, red color, and all. But understand, whatever color is there, this is not matching, right? White looks like blue. So this is wherever you can see blue, right? It is basically showing you 0 rating. But according to this, white, this 0 should have white color, right? So what I'm actually going to do over here is that we have to map the colors also. Now how to map the colors, we will try to see it. Okay. So mapping the colors, let's see over here. So mapping, I'm going to basically use palette, and inside this palette, I'm going to basically use different colors. So the first color that I want to show over here is something called as white. The second color that I want to show is red. The third color that I want to show is orange. It should be in the list. Okay. The fourth color that I want to show in yellow. The fifth color that I want to show is in green. The sixth color also I want to show it in green. Okay. So here is what I have written in palette. Okay. This palette is a feature that is present, is an attribute that is present in bar plot, where you can give your own colors as it is required based on your requirement. So once I execute this, now let's see, some error is there, has no, okay, palette spelling is wrong, I guess. It should be TTE. Okay. PALETTE, palette. Okay. So once I execute this, and let's see now. So now you can see that I'm getting the perfect color, right? White is white, then red, then orange, then this, then this, then this. Now from this also, what kind of observation you can basically get, right? What kind of observation? Maximum number. See, I'll again write observation. First of all, you write down the code, everybody. Write down the code, everybody. So over here, you will be able to see that I'm getting the colors, but just go ahead and write down the code and quickly see that what type of graphs we are able to get over here. White is invisible, don't worry. That's fine. You want to make it in different color, then make it instead of white, use it blue. Now here you have this, right? Clear, everybody? Now from this, what kind of observations we can actually get? Okay. So observations, I'll write it on over here again. Observation. First observation that I would like to make. First observation, not rated. Not rated. Not rated basically means this blue color. Count is very high. Okay. Then the second thing is that now second observation that you can see that maximum number of ratings are between 2.5 to 3.4. Okay. Maximum number of ratings are between this. Okay. So definitely these two observations you can basically find it out. These two observations you can definitely find it out. Clear, everybody? These two observations we can basically find it out. Now just imagine that if you have some ratings as missing, then what do you do? Suppose let's say that a person has rated but you have some missing values now. Can't you think that now probably you can use the values between 2.5 to 3.4 as an average, right? So this is what type of observations you can basically have. Okay, this is what, because maximum number of observations or ratings are between 2.5 to 3.4, right? So you will try to find out the average between them and then try to get it. Okay, so I hope you're having fun, guys. Clearly you are able to understand. Okay, now the next step, we will also see, right now we have just seen with respect to aggregate rating and rating count. Okay, I probably also want to use with respect to just the coloring part, this rating color. I want to plot this as a count plot. Okay, so count plot, let's plot it. So I'm going to use sns dot count plot, and here I'm basically going to use x is equal to rating color. Okay, in count plot we basically use this for plotting with respect to categorical variables. So here also you basically give an x and y value and y value. So here I'm giving x value, and then I'm also going to give my data, which is my ratings. Okay, and then again I can give my palette over here with the same list that I have actually defined over here. Palette, the color should be same, right? So that is the reason I'm just going to copy this entirely and paste it over here. So once I execute it, here you will be able to see I'm getting, every time I write the wrong spelling. Don't understand. So here you can see white, red, orange, yellow, green, dark green. Okay. This is with not respect to count, guys. Don't worry. Okay. This y axis here you are able to see over here, but understand in rating what you have. Ratings, what you basically have something like this, right? So white is only one record, red is so many records, right? This is my red, they are around 5 records. Then orange, they are around 7 to 8 records, right? Yellow, there are around this many records. Green, they are this many records. Don't consider that this count is basically your rating count. No, this is the frequency, how frequently it is basically present in this data frame, right? Now let's go ahead and do some more in-depth analysis, in-depth. Now you will get more confused, okay? Now I'll give you a question. Please try it out from your side, okay? Find the countries that has given, find the countries or country name or countries name that has given 0 rating. Now this is one of my query for you all. Try to do it and I'll wait. I'll wait for you all. Let's try to do something, guys. You should be getting some queries at least. Very important interview question as a data analyst. Okay, find the country's name that has given 0 ratings. Please do it, everybody. I'll be waiting for you. Quickly, guys. Come on. Quickly find the country's names that has given 0 rating. How do you do it? Hmm. You will definitely get more confused. That is where a data analyst will come. Find the countries names that has given 0 rating. Are you able to try? Okay. I'll also try till then. Okay. Final underscore df dot columns. So I need to basically get all the country name. So country name is obviously there. Okay. And those who are given 0 ratings. If 0 rating is there, probably I can identify with 0 ratings. I can identify with aggregate rating, or I can also identify with rating color. Okay, so 2 parameters I can definitely find out with. So what I'm going to do over here is that I'm just going to say rating color. Let's use rating color. Rating color. If I say if the rating color is equal to white, white is capital or small? White is capital. So if I execute this here, I'll be getting like this: false, false, true, true. So I'll just write final underscore df. So here, so many information I'm getting now. City. So many records are there, but I don't think so. This is right, because here I may see different rating also. So. Is this fine, guys? Tell me. So here, what I will do, I'll do group by, and here I will specify my country. So if I execute this, this is my data frame. So here again, I'll be doing dot size dot reset index. So if I execute this now, I'm able to get it. Brazil, 5 different 0 ratings is given. India, 2131 390 ratings has been given. United Kingdom 1, United States 3. Done. Amazing, Jitesh. Nice work. Jitesh has given one more solution. Let's see whether this will work or not. Amazing. Good job. So this is Jitesh's solution. Amazing work, Jitesh. Good, everybody? Did you like it? Should I give more questions? So again, what is the observations that you can basically say? So here, write down the observations again. Now here, observations are what? Right? Just say observation, maximum number of 0 ratings are from Indian customers, right? Why have you given rating in Zomato, right? You'll give only ratings in Zomato when you get a bad delivery, right? At that time you'll say, hey, I will I will give bad ratings to you. In Zomato, people will say sometime 1 day or 2 days they don't get the order quickly. They'll talk to the support team. I want the order. No, yes, I'll give you ratings. Now you see at the before that nobody will give the rating. Okay, that is what I have actually seen. Okay. So this is the problem with Indian customers. Before only they'll not do the give the rating. Okay. Yeah. Like that only. People they'll not give good ratings initially. They'll just give the they'll just give the ratings after the order is bad. Okay. No, it's not about imbalanced data set in this case. Because if you see the data set, right, over here 2139. 0 ratings. See, out of the total ratings, how much is the total rating that we saw? 2148, right? And from them, if you try to see 2139, it's a huge number. This is not getting used for models, guys, because we don't know what we need to predict right now. We are just analyzing the data, taking out information from that data. Okay, next question. Next question to you. Find out which currency which currency is used by which country. So this is my next question to you all. If you probably go and see final underscore df dot head, you will be able to see this specific thing. So sorry, dot columns. I will just write it as dot columns. So here you have let's say where it is. Currency is there. Okay, currency is there. So just try to do this. Find out which currency is used by which country. If you want all the list of records, what you'll do? Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, guys. This is the question from my side. Find out which currency is used by which country. Think over it. So, what I am actually going to do now, I'm going to use final underscore df. There are two. I want basically country with respect to currency. So, what I'm actually going to write over here, I'm going to basically say country, comma, currency. Okay. And then I'm going to basically use group by again. And group by will again be based on these two groups, that is country and currency. So dot size dot reset index. Reset index is used in many ways. So here you can see I'm actually getting Australia dollar, Brazil Brazilian real, Canada dollars, Indian rupees, Indonesia rupiah, New Zealand and all. So two things. One is group by dot size dot reset index. That's it. You don't have to do group by everything. You have to just focus on two records, two features. That is this and that. Right? Now here one more feature is there. See, has online delivery or not. So my next question to you all, for those people who have done this, the next question is that which countries do have online deliveries? Online deliveries option. So this is my next question to you. Quickly do it. I think it should be very much simple. Very, very simple. Come on. Which countries do have online deliveries? That information I'd want. Again, same thing. Group by only you have to use. Right? Come on, guys. Hit like. Make it 1,000. We are solving many, many questions now. Nicely we solved, right? So many different diagrams, this, that, and we saw this. Good. Good. A good start, I'll say. Tomorrow we'll do more cumbersome problem statement. Brian Lobo has given this. Let's see. Code. So he's written final underscore df dot group by currency country site reset. Okay. Yeah, this will work. But now it is for online deliveries. Come on. Well, okay. One guy has given this solution. Let's see. Let's see. Still the information is not there. Has online delivery 7100. What is this? 2451. This is with respect to the records. Right? So wrong. Okay. Neha has given another solution. Let's see. Amazing. Let's see whether this will execute or not. DF with country code. DF with country code. DF with country code, you cannot use it. DF with country code. I'll say final underscore DF. Okay. I will use the same thing. Dot country. So India has 2423, UAE has 28. Amazing. That's nice. That basically means that the online delivery is only available in India and US. But let's say that I want to find out all the countries that has or has not. Okay. So for that also what I can do, I will just use this code, which again one guy has basically given. Let's see. One guy has given this thing, same thing. So reset index, that's it. So what he has done is that he's basically used two features: has online delivery country, group by has online delivery country, and size dot reset index. So here you can basically see that Australia, it does not has any, Brazil no online delivery, Canada no online delivery. Why India? How come India is again coming over here? Why India is getting repeated again? Final DF group by this. Why India is getting repeated, guys? Try to find out why India is getting repeated. Okay, in India also probably in some of the reasons online delivery may not be there. Perfect. It's okay. In India, in some of the regions, you'll not be finding online Zomato delivery available. Okay, so because of that, some records you'll not be able to see. Okay, so but here you can see main two countries that has online delivery is India and UAE. So obviously, make some observation from this and try to find out. Uh, so here I'm basically going to say observations again. What is my observations over here? I will basically say number one. My first observation is that online deliveries are available in India and UAE. Done. Damal. Okay. Next question. Next question. So, how is your experience still here, guys? I hope it is fine. You're loving it. Yeah, I'll share this entire Python notebook. Don't worry. Okay. Now, the next type that I am actually focusing on is that I'll give you one question, like how we did with respect to the countries. How we did with respect to the countries. Similarly, try to find out or create a pie chart for cities distribution. I hope everybody is understanding the question. So here if I write final underscore df dot columns, you will be able to see there is also a city. Now I want to create a pie chart with respect to this specific cities. Again, the same thing like how we did it for country. So I'll go up. I'll go up and I'll copy this two things. Let's see. So here is one. Here instead of writing country, I'll write it as city. Then this is my values. This is my index. Okay. So this is my countries, cities that from where the order has happened. Okay. And I'll try to draw a plot, pie plot. Okay. So here I'll say plt dot pie. And here I'm going to give two things. One is with respect to values and then with respect to index, right? Final underscore df country dot values. I hope this works. Fine. X and Y. I have to basically given this as labels. Okay. Labels. Or let me make it a little bit easy for you. Let it make it easy for you. Okay. City values. I'm going to save it in this. City labels. I'm going to save it in this. And this will basically be using index. So I've executed this. So this will go with city values. And this entirely will go with respect to city labels. So let's say that I want to get the top 5 cities for top 5 city distribution. Okay. Top 5 city distribution. So here I will just use :5. And here also I'll be using :5. So once I execute this, here you will be able to see this. The first, oh, it's coming as India. Why? City labels, plot.y, city values, city labels. Why? Mm, 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 mm. I think there is some mistake. Plot pi, final underscore con. Oh, I have to use city. Mistaken. I had copied, right? So you should not do copy and paste a lot. Don't do copy paste. So New Delhi has the maximum number of transaction. Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, and Faridabad. Why not Bangalore? I think in the data set Bangalore is not given. Maybe. After this, I'll also add one auto percentage, and here I can basically specify 1.2 F. So if I go and see this, here you'll be able to see percentage. So maximum number of transaction is basically happening from New Delhi. So guys, overall, how was the session, everybody? One assignment for you. So assignment, find the top 10 cuisines. Cuisines basically means food, okay? Food item. So this will be for you. Just do it, one assignment, and remaining all, I think I've done it. Now in this data set, I had never used this data set for doing machine learning modeling. I needed this data set to find out what all information I can capture from it. And finally, I was able to do so many things, right? I did not worry about distribution and all. That is the part when we actually create a model with respect to the data set. At that point of time we do. So I hope you liked this particular session. It was fun, it was comedy, it was good. Can we group the other cities under rest? Yes, obviously you can do it, right? So overall, I hope you liked it. Please hit like. Let's make it 1,000. Share with all your friends, and yeah, keep on rocking. Tomorrow, another amazing day, another amazing data set, so that we will be working on it, and definitely you'll be able to learn a lot, as I said, right? Guys, mostly tomorrow, let's see, I may join from 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Okay. I'll do that announcement beforehand, 8 p.m. Okay. Because 7 p.m. I have one webinar in our college. So I have to give that, and then I'll come and teach you the remaining things. Okay. And I hope you have subscribed to Krishnaik Hindi channel for the Hindi videos. Also visit krishnaik.in. Visit the website, guys, because here I'm going to give the entire materials. Have you seen my website? How do you like to rate my website, guys? So this I created in 3 to 4 hours. Probably I'll also start showing you how to create websites. So this entirely I created 3 to 4 hours. So everything will get updated in this article also. See this? This live session is going on right now currently. See? All the materials will get uploaded over here. Dataset materials. So please make sure you do this, and yeah, start exploring it. Okay. So krishnaik.in. Here you'll be able to see popular posts, recent posts. I've created this as a blogging channel so that everybody will be able to refer this. Okay. Okay, guys. So thank you. Keep on rocking. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Please make sure that hit like and go and make it 1,000. And yes, I will see you in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we'll have more in-depth session. And today also we spent around 1.5 hours. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you, guys.